Welcome to Black Pearls, Distinguished Women of Color, the channel where we celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of Black women from all walks of life. Today, we are going to talk about Gwen Ifil, a Jamaican-American journalist who was one of the most respected and influential voices in American media. Let's take a look at her life and achievements. Gwen Ifil was born on September 29, 1955 in New York City to her parents, O. Ursil Ifill Sr., an African Methodist Episcopal minister who hailed from Panama, and her mother, Eleanor Husbands, from Barbados. She was the fifth of 6 children and grew up in a religious and multicultural household. Her father's ministry required the family to live in several cities in different church parsonages throughout New England, including Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and New York, where the family resided in federally subsidized housing. Ifil's interest in journalism was rooted in her parents' insistence that their children gather nightly in front of the television to watch the national news. In 1973, Ifil graduated from Classical High School in Springfield, Massachusetts. 4 years later, she received her BA degree in communications from Simmons College in Boston. During her senior year, she interned at the Boston Herald-American newspaper. Ifil worked at the Boston Herald-American newspaper as a reporter in 1977. She left in 1980 to work as a writer for the Baltimore Evening Sun, where she was able to work as a political reporter. In 1984, Ifil moved to Washington, D.C. to work as a political reporter for the Washington Post, where she covered the suburban Maryland beat until 1988, when she was promoted to the national news desk and sent to report on the Republican National Convention. Ifil then accepted a position as White House correspondent for the New York Times in 1991. She went on to NBC News in 1994 and worked in the Washington, D.C. bureau as chief congressional and political correspondent. In 1999, Ifil made history by becoming the first African-American woman to host a prominent political talk show on national television, when she became moderator and managing editor of PBS's Washington Week in Review. She also became senior political correspondent for the PBS NewsHour. In these roles, she covered major stories such as the impeachment of President Bill Clinton, the 2000 presidential election, the September 11th attacks, the Iraq War, Hurricane Katrina, and the Obama presidency. She also interviewed many prominent figures such as former Secretary of State Colin Powell, former First Lady Laura Bush, former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, former President Barack Obama, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and former Vice President Joe Biden. Ifil was widely admired for her professionalism, integrity, and insight. She was also praised for her courage, grace, and humor. She faced many challenges and obstacles as a Black woman in a predominantly white male industry, but she never let them stop her from pursuing her passion and excellence. She inspired many people with her determination and perseverance. She once said, "I always knew I wanted to be a journalist and my first love was newspapers, but public broadcasting provides me with the opportunity to do what I do best, understand complex issues well enough to explain them simply." Ifil was also a political analyst and moderated the 2004 and 2008 vice presidential debates between Republican Vice President Dick Cheney and Democrat Senator John Edwards, and between Democratic Senator Joe Biden and Republican Governor Sarah Palin, respectively. She was praised for her fairness, toughness, and preparedness. She also authored the best-selling book, The Breakthrough: Politics and Race in the Age of Obama, 2009, which explored the emergence of a new generation of Black politicians in America. Gwen Ifil was a remarkable woman of color who was a journalist, television newscaster, and author. She was one of the most respected and influential voices in American media. She was also a trailblazer who broke barriers and paved the way for future generations of Black journalists. She was posthumously awarded the Dunnigan Payne Prize for Lifetime Career Achievement on Saturday, April 29, 2023, at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. She died of cancer on November 14, 2016, at the age of 61. She is remembered as one of the greatest journalists and personalities of all time. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to comment below and tell us what you think of Gwen Ifil and her achievements. See you next time on Black Pearls, Distinguished Women of Color.